The settling of the American West was unsettling business. There were gunfights and Indians. There was hot sun and cold. Considering the hardships, it's a wonder any women came west at all. Some ladies came with their husbands, and some came looking to get married. And of course, some came to see what the boys in the back room would have and provide a little entertainment for an amusement-starved population. The good time girls of our frontier days are back, the subject of a new motion picture, the Cheyenne Social Club. The film stars Jimmy Stewart, Henry Fonda, and Shirley Jones, and is being directed by a man whose face is more familiar in front of the camera than behind it, Gene Kelly.
This is my first Western. I've never directed a Western before, but I've always wanted to. This seemed like a real challenge to take a great location like this and fill it full of action and gunslingers, forces.
If Kelly has never made a Western before, Stewart and Fonda seem as if they were born in the saddle. Yet they too had their challenge in the film, for in it they must sing.
Rolling on, just like a rolling stone, looking for some land to call my own.
This really isn't Cheyenne. This is the movie set in Santa Fe, New Mexico. But the movie set and the film itself are sort of reminders of the old American West. I think when people think about our frontier days, they think about cowboys and Indians and lawmen and outlaws and farmers and plainsmen and so on. They kind of forget about the women that helped settle our country. And when they do think about the women back in those days, they're usually pictured as hardy, virtuous, church-going, industrious ladies. But there was another crowd out here around that time that was pretty industrious and not quite as virtuous. They were kind of out here for the good times.
You shouldn't stand out here like a poor kid, honey. Go on into the parlor and make yourselves to home. You too, Mr. Sullivan. Any friend of the late DJ's brother's a friend of ours.
Mrs.
Oh, it's Miss, honey.
Well, Miss Jenny, I'm going to have to ask you a question right here and now. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Ladies, this is the late DJ's brother. John, ain't it?
Hmm? Oh, John. Yes, ma'am.
This is Miss Annie Joe.
John O'Hanlon, we are so happy to have you here.
Miss Cara Virginia.
I'm just so delighted.
Miss Pauline.
So nice to make your acquaintance, Johnny.
Miss Opal Ann.
Charmed, Johnny. I'm just all breathless.
Miss Sarah Jean.
You're just gonna love it here with us, Johnny.
Well, that's your inventory, John. We're just one big happy family. I reckon you want to say a few words to us, honey, just to get things started off right.
Life on location has its trials, but for the 5 young actresses who, with Shirley Jones, play the girls of the Cheyenne Social Club, the excitement of movie making more than compensates.
I have to just forget that the director is Gene Kelly because I become a blithering idiot if I think that that's Gene Kelly, anchors away, singing in the rain. It's, it's beyond belief.
Well, I asked him, what's it all about? And he said, well, it's about this fella who inherits you. And I said, who's the fella? And he said, Jimmy Stewart. And I said, yeah, a lot.
Jimmy Stewart just kissed me, and I'm never going to wash my mouth.
Filmmaking is a fairly civilized occupation today, and not at all the kind of career followed by the West's original good time girls.
Oh, Hanlon, come on out. All right, ladies, everybody upstairs.
But a movie company has its own way of shaking things up.
Honey, what are you doing out of bed? The doctor
Honey,
said...
after all you've done for me, the least I can do is load for you.
There's comedy in the drama in this film, but the girls it's about were very real, very much a part of our history. When Horace Greeley said, "Go west, young man," he forgot to mention the girls. I guess he knew that wherever the men went, the good time girls were sure to follow.